The first demand of any water utility is reliability of supply. Consumers expect water to be available all day, every day, and the utility operator must have the tools that give all operating employees a clear, unequivocal overview of the network and the ability to predict and mitigate problems that may occur. The Aquis real-time system gives the operator an overview of the entire network or specific areas within the network, warning the operator in the event of any issues that may impact the supply volume, pressure or quality. With its intuitive graphic user interface with custom definable menu functions, Aquis allows all operating staff, even those with limited engineering skills, to perform what-if analysis of any contingency, thus avoiding unnecessary errors and complaints from consumers. Aquis continually logs all operations, so that operators on a new shift can see and understand what their colleagues have done previously. With Aquis, the operator has an overview of the pressure and flow parameters in all corners of the network, without the need for expensive instrumentation. The Aquis user interface allows the operator to visualize different parameters in the network, now, in the past, or in the future. Pressure, velocity, leakage levels, the mixture of water from multiple supplies, and the age of the water. The Aquis user interface allows for easy maneuvering between geographical areas. The operator can select predefined views or zoom in on a specific area and define customized views as required. The background may be colors or maps, all of which may be configured to suit the operator. Furthermore, the user interface can be pre-configured to meet the operator's requirements for specific operations.
So what's a typical situation in a city? That is closing a valve. So if I want to close a valve, say in this area up here, what would normally happen would that you would ask the planning department or the hydraulic engineers to run a simulation. A simulation based on a standard situation. This is not the case here. We know exactly where we are. I ask my operator to click on open close to close the valve over here. He closes it, and then he actually runs a simulation to see what will happen if he does this. So he clicks the simulation button, and now he's doing something that up to now has only been possible for quite skilled hydraulic engineers. He's running a real-time simulation that tells him what will happen in the network in the future. So if I move into the pressure area, we can see it turns red. This means that we have a hydraulic pressure in the network that's below 10 meter water column or 1 bar, which is not good enough for the threshold we have set. That's for now at 12 o'clock. But if I move on, I would like to see when can I actually close this. If I move on, I will see that the pressure changes as a result of less consumption in the network. When we get to 8 o'clock, yes, it looks about right, so we can close the valve at 8 o'clock. But when do we have to open it again to ensure that we have enough pressure? If we move down to, say, 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, we are all red again. So 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, we have to finalize the job.
Whilst the consequences of closing a valve in a simple network may be easy to predict, the impact of closing a valve in a complex city centre area is almost impossible to predict without the simulation capabilities of Aquis. With Aquis, navigation in the network is as simple as using a GPS system. The effect of changing parameters in the network can easily be visualized for the operator, the management, or the engineers and planners. All these functions are available at your fingertips, 24 hours a day. Look to Aquis to get control of that 80% of your investment that is currently an unknown quantity. With a fully integrated Aquis system, the operator has an access to insight about the flow, pressure and quality of the water supply that previously could only be accomplished by costly and time-consuming calls to the consumer premises. Aquis is the water distribution tool of the future, available today, giving the utility operator several vital benefits. A reduction of leakage by between 10 and 20%, a reduction of energy consumption by up to 20%, giving a reduction in CO2 emissions by up to 20%, and improved water quality. Aquis, water distribution at your fingertips.